So I saw a video not too long ago of someone talking about the Chao Gardens, and that kind of got me thinking, right? The Sonic franchise has been in like a pretty good place lately. Like Sonic Generations, the game was pretty good. I heard the movie was good. I haven't seen it yet, but I do plan on watching it. But with that in mind, they're doing pretty good. They're getting their footing. Because for a while there, the games had fell off. Like Sonic Forces was not it. Sonic Colors, I don't really know about Sonic Colors, but I don't think Sonic Colors was it either. And then just a few of them were pretty weak. You know what I'm saying? But Sonic Frontiers came in and like really saved the series. And riding off the hype of Keanu Reeves' Shadow, Idris Elba's Knuckles, you know what I'm saying? The movies are in like a really good place as well. But what they could do, right, is if in like the next movie, or like they make a movie where Silver comes back and he brings the Chows with him, or somehow the Chows are introduced in the Silver movie, bro, if you hit two birds, bro, oh my god, imagine how viral Sonic would be if we found out that we're getting Silver and the Chows back in like the Sonic universe. And like they could put it in the game too, like, because imagine a little telekinetic Chao that like floats around and meditates and like just uses telekinetic powers to do stuff. That'd be so sick. And they could like completely revamp the Chao Garden and the way that things are done, bro. You could give us like a little training arena where we like go to work on their like skills, you know what I'm saying? The Chao races were fun. Let us take control of the Chows and the Chao races, or you know, give people the option to watch like the old days for the OG nostalgic feeling. Like let people bounce back and forth between main character and Chao. Like that would be pretty sick. And give us like a first person mode for like the races, because I believe they were like top down, but I don't think there was like any first person like views for the races, which those courses and the way that they used to be set up sometimes used to be so sick. A first person mode for that would have been amazing, and completely revamp the way the karate and the fighting is done, you know what I'm saying? Give people the option to either control the Chao, make it like Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, Street Fighter, I don't know, but there are plenty of like options that you could do on how to revamp the karate to get it back in there. Sorry, y'all, I'm watching Rula. And this might be like a stretch, but to make it to where the Chao Gardens doesn't get stale, give it like a little story mode or something. I don't know. Like make it to where you can do some kind of replayable story for your Chows, so that way the replayability keeps up and that it doesn't get stale, because a lot of the end game content used to be the Chao Garden. So in order to keep it fresh, give it like some kind of like refreshing or replayable or like interchangeable story that we can go through towards the end that doesn't get boring and that's like pretty cool. That's a lot to ask for, but to be fair, it can be done. You know what I'm saying? As long as you do it right. Don't rush it. Don't half-ass it. Shit, if you need ideas, I got ideas for days. Just hit me up. I got you. But I do really feel like they could capitalize off of Silver and the Chows. If they really brought them back at the same time, that would really be like a power play move. Like giving the fans those two things, bro. And I know they would probably might want to milk Silver coming back by himself, like by itself. But if they did both of them, bruh, because Silver was like one of the coldest characters in the franchise, and it just sucks that we got him that one time in that one game, and that was it. And I don't know about you, but I'll still bump State of Absolution to this date. But I asked ChatGPT how long it's been since Silver was in a mainstream Sonic game, and it's been 23 years. So they're probably... I'm sorry, not Silver, Chaos. My bad. I asked ChatGPT how long it's been since Chaos have been in a mainstream Sonic game, and it has been 23 years. So they know that most of their OG fans who got to play with the Chao Gardens and experience that, they know that they're like adults now. Most of them have jobs, most of them have kids. They're up and gone now. And with that being said, with the games being so shaky as well, they're probably not fully ready to just throw that back out there. But I really do think that they should introduce Silver into the movies, Silver and the Chaos in the movies, because at that point you could drop merch, you could drop games, you could drop it, like you'll have merch, you'll have a game because the Chaos, both of them will be in the game. You got toys, you've got all this stuff that you can capitalize off of if you know what I'm saying? And if they were to announce Silver and the Chao Gardens are returning to the Sonic universe, bro, people would lose it. Or at least Sonic fans would lose it. And maybe they're waiting to reintroduce Chaos into the movies so that they can capitalize off of it and reintroduce them into the Sonic universe. If they're not thinking about that, they should, bro. Because they have a huge player base, people, they have a huge chunk of people that love that specific mechanic of the game that they could capitalize off of, and you know what I'm saying, make a bunch of people happy if they brought it back, but in the right way. Because if they half-ass it, people are going to be mad and they're not really going to want to, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be pretty pissed. Because I didn't wait 23 years for this to come back out only for you to botch it. People can smell a cash grab from a mile away. We don't want another cash grab. We don't want another cash grab. We don't want another cash grab. And maybe the reason they haven't put it out is because maybe they ran out of ideas, or they're waiting to reintroduce them into the series like that. Like, what if in the next movie, or like in a movie, they come across the Chaos, I don't know, doing something. Like I saw like that they were, I believe, like on a poster or like in behind a glass or something in a snippet. I haven't seen the new Shadow movie, but I believe I saw like a screenshot of them behind something. If you've seen the new Shadow movie, let me know what it is. But the Chaos were always a part of the Sonic universe. Like if you remember Cream always had a Chao with her. Like they were always around. So maybe they're waiting for them to kind of like, maybe they're waiting to like reintroduce them and make them more prominent in the world, and then to add them back into the game. Like maybe they're revamping how Chaos are. Something to think about. Or worst case scenario, they got caught up in some like weird lawsuit and Chaos can no longer be used in Sonic games ever again. That'd be like worst case scenario. Or maybe they never intended for them to get like as big. Maybe they always just wanted them to be a little side cameo character. They never wanted Chaos to be big. Maybe they just wanted Chaos to be a cute little background character, but then people fell in love with them and they were just like, well, let's give him a little more. But they didn't expect it to be as big as it was. That's something to think about too. But if you made it to the end of this video, let me know what you think. Do you think that Shadow and the Chao Gardens coming back at the exact same time would just absolutely make Sonic fans lose their minds, or am I reaching? Let me know.